You know, working at U.S. Soccer, there's obvious presence about Soccer House. So it wasn't a surprise that we had jerseys kind of laying around, quote unquote. But to be able to see the innovativeness of using those jerseys at a time like COVID, I think is what, you know, is really the most exciting thing.
So are there a lot?
Yeah, there's a lot. Well, it took us all three of us to bring them into the car.
Okay. My name is Melizabeth Santos. I'm a Chicago Public Schools teacher. I collaborated with the U.S. Soccer Federation to make jersey masks for the Frontline workers. I was inspired to make masks because I saw the CDC was starting to publish that it was a good idea to wear masks if you were sick. It might actually be a good idea to wear masks if you're not sick. And then I just started thinking from a more global perspective. There are a lot of countries where when there is a pandemic, when there is an outbreak of an illness, everyone wears masks. There we go.
There was definitely a lot of confusion across the country and mixed messages with regards to masks. And so I shared to Michael and Neil and our team at US Soccer that masks are critical. They're so important, and we can't mix that message. We can't make it gray.
I didn't really have the means to be able to provide masks to first responders like I wish I would have been able to. I didn't have the reach for it, and I didn't have the materials for it. I was really honored to be asked because it was a way that I could give back and to help.
Santos will help the Federation make and donate about 500 of these one-of-a-kind masks. Some of them will even go to former players who've become frontline workers.
On the field, Robbie Russell personified performance under pressure. 11 years later, the pressure can truly be life and death for Dr. Russell as an emergency room physician amid a pandemic.
Me he dado cuenta de que el doctor Fauci se ha puesto una de las mascarillas.
Sí, una de las más de 500 mascarillas que Melizabeth Santos ha creado con sus propias manos en su casa.
One of the bigger highlights was seeing Dr. Fauci wearing a U.S. Soccer jersey mask. It shows the Federation's ability to bring sport to a level where, you know what, we are truly one family, and we're all in this unfortunate circumstance, but we're all in this together.
I did think about the fact that the people who wore these jerseys were wearing them to represent the United States, and in particular, I was thinking about them during a time when it made me think about who we cheer for, who we cheer on, because under normal circumstances, myself and many other people would go to a stadium to watch a soccer game, and they would be rooting on their team, they'd be rooting on the team that represents their country, and that's not possible for us to get together in a stadium right now. But to me, it felt like the project symbolized transferring that to the people who need our respect and need our encouragement and need our gratitude right now, which are the people who are putting themselves out on the front lines to make sure that we stay safe and that this pandemic comes under control.